Good afternoon, it's Pamela from Yorkshire in the north of England. When I was on yesterday, I meant to show you a few things, magazines and things that I've got. Totally forgot, and so I'm doing it in a separate video today. Now, one of them is from last week's Women's Weekly magazine, or maybe a couple of weeks ago actually. When was it now? 29th of July, much longer ago than I thought it was. And I meant to say that there's like a feature in here about beach bags that you can buy. And there's quite a few that's like in the style of crochet. For instance, that one. And there's that one, the granny square bag. Then we've got that one there. And on this side there's a couple too, I think. Yes, that one, and that one. I think it's great that crochet is still in fashion and that people want it. But my point is, and that you probably feel the same way, is that these are really cheap. You know, for instance, like we've got £16, we've got £17.99, £16 again. Then there's another one, the one I didn't show, which I think is one that looks a bit like it as well, which is £16. Then we've got £19.99, we've got £14. And I wonder just how little, if these are genuine crocheted items, how little are they paying the people that make them in foreign lands? That's all I can say, because those are ridiculously cheap prices for something that would be crocheted at the correct speed and, you know, by a proper crafter. So I just wondered if you agreed with me that, you know, like the high street brands are doing us down slightly, you know, with you know, how they're selling them at these rates. Personally, just wondering if you agree with me that they're selling us cheap, really, and they're also you know, like not looking after the people who are making them, probably in Bangladesh, India, Turkey, all them sort of places. Just a thought. So that's that one. Another thing I bought another Christmas crochet book that's by Zoe Elstead and the producer King Cole Yarns, and this one's book 4. So the reason I got it was I'm going to be making for a friend a wreath for Christmas, and she does want the one that's over a polystyrene wreath that's got you've got a crocheted cover for it, and instead of buying a pattern, because she wants traditional, she wants you know, like holly leaves and robins and such like. Well, I have loads of patterns for them and I don't need to buy a pattern to make that up. I just wanted an idea of how many stitches and such like I need to cover a 10-inch polystyrene leaf form. So that's why I've bought this one. But of course there's other patterns. The reason I did this, it was about £6.99 was this booklet, and a lot of the patterns I looked at on Etsy just for a wreath were £4 something. So I thought I'll get this because there's so many more patterns in it, so I just thought it were more, you know, worth the money really. So there's quite a few patterns. I just thought I'd show you what's in it. So there's a Father and Mother Christmas, is that one, and there's a reindeer that goes along with them, that one there. They look like the like Weeble type ones, you know, that have a weight in the bottom, I would say. I haven't checked that yet actually, but I would imagine they are, because they've got, like I say, they've got like a flat base at the bottom. Then we've got there's some bobble art confectionery covers, which I would imagine cover a chocolate orange. And there's now a salted caramel flavour as well, which I need to try yet. Then we've got a teapot cover, which is an elf, that one there. And at the back, that's the back of it. They've got a string of lights, which I've seen done before actually. Then we've got That's a nice picture. I don't know if you could see that on the other one. Then there is Christmas tree ornaments. So here there is a Santa, an elf and a snowman. Then we've got the wreath that I bought it for, which is that one there, which is the same that's on the front. That one. So, you know, I mean, the elf pattern might come in handy one day. Then we've got some granny stitch tree decorations, which I know there's a lot of patterns out there for those. You can do them in various ways, I think. But it's still handy to have it in a book, I think. And then we've got a granny hexagon type thing, Christmas stockings, which is that one. And we have the letters Noel, which is on the back, so you can make the letters, little stuffed letters, and decorate your home with them. So that's that one. Then I got the Simply Crochet magazine. I'm not going to show you everything that's in here, but there are a couple of things that I like. The top, I won't wear it, I don't think, because it's more of a festival top and I'm not a festival goer. But that one there, I thought that looked really nice. If anybody wants a pattern for one, there's one in the latest Simply Crochet magazine. And if I was making amigurumi at the moment, I would probably make these chaps, which are toucans. So I just thought I'd show you those. Here's a range of all the patterns that's in this book, magazine. I quite like the fish bag actually. Again, don't know who'd want it though, that's the thing, but I love that fish bag. So that's that. But what I really wanted to show you was there's a year of granny squares, beautiful motif patterns. It said 52 brand new designs, and it's in a booklet like this, and this came free with it. The only thing is, it looks like they're in two sizes. So it looks like they're 3.5 inch square and 4 inch square, which isn't really what I'm looking for, as I found out when I was doing that other booklet, the book, you know, the year of granny squares. I want to be able to mix and match any that I do. So actually there's another size as well, I've just noticed, 4.25 inch by 4.25 inch. So, but there's some lovely granny square patterns. You can just see, that might be the best way to look at some of them actually at the back. I thought they do look really nice, and probably would be okay, you know, if you pick them for the right projects where they actually are needed in the particular size. If you just pick the ones that you want. The one that I saw that was, I really, oh yes, the paint palette. I thought this was so cute. Let me have a look. Show you the paint palette. I really like that one there. I think it looks lovely. But yeah, there's lots of nice ones. So just to tell you really, in this month's Simply Crochet magazine, that if you want a free booklet for a year of granny squares, it's in that book. And it's, like I said, the only caveat I can give you is that, like the year of granny squares book, they're not all the same size. So I've discarded mine, by the way. All the granny squares I made for that, I've donated them to be used for something else, but not by me. So anyway, that is me for now. I hope you enjoyed that little journey through a couple of magazines that I've got, and I will see you soon. Take care.